It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bengals and the 49ers, and it comes your way next.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Burrow going to fake to Mixon, and now look to throw. Flushed out right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So the Niners set to take over for the first time, and it is the 23-year-old Trey Lance who has the keys to the offense in his 3rd season now out of North Dakota State.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his 1 collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. and they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They go play action with Burrow. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's McLeod on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Samuel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. On first down, Lance. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lance going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jones breaking from the contact.
Charlie Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, first and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Now Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on third and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's second and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Not a bad year by Hubbard, 6.5 sacks for the Bengals, and he made the longest fumble return in playoff history in a win against division rival Baltimore.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jones. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression bout.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
2 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Cincinnati, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.